Hello. We're going to Anabaseios, the 12th Circle now. This is the last fight for the last tier of the Endwalker raid series, Pandæmonium. Anabaseios, the 12th Circle.
You have done well to reach the seat of godhood. Now, bear your souls to me.
This guide is just for the normal version. The Savage version isn't even out yet. I'm releasing this just a few days after the patch was released, so also FYI, this is going to be a long guide if you didn't notice the timestamp. I like the music here. Notice she has a bunch of wings, okay? You're gonna have to like hella notice them later. Tank turns her forward, facing north. First thing we got here on the soul, that's going to be a raid wide. Okay, Trinity of Souls. This is the one you'll have to look at her wings. So she's got like 3 different types of wings here. She's got this bigger one up here. Okay. And then this one in the middle, it's kind of like purple and sideways. And then the lower part of this wing. I don't know much about bugs or wings or butterflies in general, but the lower part and the upper part and the middle part. Okay, so Trinity of Souls, Trinity is like 3. So we've got this green one on the top here. So that means this side's gonna get cleaved first. Okay, so the green one goes first. Next is the purple one. Okay, the purple one is on this side. On this side. So it's gonna go green and then purple, and then the last one last one's gonna be on this side. Okay, so this bottom one. So it always goes from top to bottom. So green, purple, and then orange. It's Mardi Gras colors. Okay, first hit, stay, and then move over for the last hit. Alright, we'll see that a few more times. But, let's see, if you get hit with that, you get a decent amount of damage here. Let's see, so they had full health. And you get hit, and yeah, took a little bit more than half their health. And they got hit with both, so yeah. My allergies are hella bad today. We're gonna make it through, you guys. Okay, this move, she like, she does some animation thing, but she sends out these ads on the side. You can't target them or anything, but they're going to do certain mechanics. So these here, you got like line AoEs going down the stage. It's just, that's easy enough to avoid. You just don't stand in them. But the ones on the side, you're just tethered to random people. And wherever those people are, wherever the tether is pointing by the end of the cast or whatever, there's going to be a huge beam. So people who are tethered need to move out of the way of other people. Or, you know, you move out of the away from the people with the beams. Okay, see? So this beam, this wasn't the best angle, but this beam on the side here is the one from the tether. And then these two big circle things were the line AoEs that went off. And then this beam over here is also the one that was tethered to a person. Okay, so it is a bit to dodge. It mostly is the tethered people, like trying to figure out where they're gonna stand. So I ran away from them, but this person ended up running south where the tethers were crossing, so they got hit with it. Okay, Trinity of Souls again. So it's the green one first. So we got green, then purple, and then orange. Okay. So that means this is gonna hit first, and then this is second, and this is third. And therefore, we stand on this side, wait for the first one to go off, and then we move over, wait for the second one to go off, and then we move back, wait for the third one to go out. Okay. You have to remember to like pan your camera up a bit so you can see the wings though, so you can figure out which way to go. Okay, also, she's not always going to be facing true north. It really depends on whoever was tanking her is tanking her, so you can't rely on just this line, okay? So, like, if you're main tanking this, it would be more helpful for everybody if she was perfectly centered. But, see, everyone was lined up along this line, but it's actually way over here. So, you can get clipped. It's based off of her hitbox. It's half of her hitbox. Okay. So, see that? Here. Yeah, see, so here she's a little off-centered. So, and then she just locks into that position there. So, if you don't notice that, just make sure during the first hit, you figure out where the actual middle line is. Oh yeah, this person got clipped. Because it was a little bit further than they expected. Okay, on the soul, this is the raid wide. Take Buster. Go Octopus. Okay, Super Chain Theory. These chains are forged from fire. Okay. We got these things out here, okay? This blob. These blobs, okay? These blobs are where you're gonna have to run, and you have to figure out which one to run to. See how there's like a chain, and like they're moving? The chains are gonna move. See, eventually the chains move, and like these things are moving that way and things. So you have to find the one that looks like a donut. See this? This one's a donut. It's like more blue, whereas this is more green, teal. These circle, like spheres, those are gonna be circle AoEs when they attach to this thing that's gonna blow up. Whereas this donut looking thing is gonna be a donut AoE. Okay, so you can stand in this one. That's how you figure that one out. Okay, there we go. So you don't really have any other safe spot on the stage. Yeah, so these circles, yeah, but like this donut one, it went all over the stage. So this is really the only safe spot. Okay, Super Chain Theory again. This time we're gonna get a different iteration of that, but mechanically it's similar. Okay, so here we got these things, but this chain is longer than this chain. Like you can see this donut's further out that way than this one. So we want to go to this one first. The chain's gonna go in. As soon as it explodes, you see this one's already moving. So as soon as this explodes, you need to immediately move over to the other one. See, it happens pretty quickly. And this person got clipped by that because they didn't move in fast enough. Or they moved, but like, okay, so they got hit with this. They were like right along the edge of it, and so technically they didn't make it in time when the actual thing popped. Yeah, okay. Parthenos. This is gonna be a cleave in the middle, and so you gotta, if you see that cast, you need to get out of the way immediately, especially if you're facing her. So, get out of that. If you stand in it, you get damaged, but then you also get knocked back. So you don't want to get knocked off the stage. On the soul, so very quick. Okay, natural entanglement. She's got like these chain tethers to certain areas on the platform. So the ones that she's attached to, you do not want to stand on them because they're gonna like create these teeth things and then fold into themselves and then fall down. So you can fall off the map if you stand on these ones. So this one, this one, this one, don't want to stand on them. See the teeth, and then they fold, and then they fall down. It can be a little hard to tell which one she's chaining to just because of like all the effects and like I see like there's a lot going on here, especially with like these waves on the stage and all these things. So if you have issues with that, then just look directly onto the stage themselves and you'll see this like circle on them. And if you see the circle, then you can't stand there. See, like, so this platform here, it doesn't have a circle here or anything, but this one does. This one here doesn't have anything. So yeah, if you have difficulties with figuring out these chains, just look for the circles. So even this angle, I can clearly see this is brighter and this is brighter. So all of this is safe. Cool, okay, so now the stage is kind of this different pattern, right? So you gotta be careful. So this move again, this is the one with the ads out. So we're gonna have to dodge the line AoEs, which is, you know, be careful not to run into the open space and fall off. But again, these tethered situations, you gotta get away from the people with those. Okay, and then now, while these ads are doing their thing, like this one's charging back, it's about to do the thing, this chain on the ground situation is happening again. You see the circle here? These ones are gonna fall off. So it does happen pretty quickly, but just know that the ads are gonna go off first. So like if this person down here or this person like moves to get out of the way of this platform blowing up, they might end up cleaving all the people here. So you just wait until the tethers resolve, the ad tethers resolve first, and then move. See, okay, there it goes, and then you still have some time in the cast to like get onto the other platform. Okay, remember, don't stand on those other ones or else you'll fall off. And so here, we're just on these two panels. Trinity of Souls, this is the one with the 3 wings situation. Okay, so the first one is on her left side, so it's gonna be this. The second one's also on that side, okay. And the third one is on this side. So when tanking this, most tanks that I've seen so far, they do pull the boss away from everybody. But in this orientation, it's actually a little bit more difficult because everyone's like over here, and you're eventually gonna have to run over here. It's doable, but for everybody, you're gonna have to really pay attention to where the middle line is, so you can move over in time. Okay, like one person got clipped. A different way to tank this on this 2 platform is just to to stand here, so the boss is facing this way, and then the line that people have to cross over is just this middle line, which would make it a little bit easier. But I mean, no pressure if you're new to tanking and, you know, don't know how to do that kind of stuff, it's fine. Okay, this was the raid wide. But if you are interested in like better positioning for like tank stuff, then yeah, that would be more helpful. Like here at this point, if instead of the tank going over here, if they had just moved over here and stood here, then the boss would have aligned just right along this middle line. So anyway, okay. So here we got all the upper raid wide. We have all the platforms again, and she recenters herself, and then all these ads pop up. This time they're in the middle. Okay, they're not like going outside of the stage. So we have an ad phase, which I thought was kind of interesting, having an ad phase in the middle of the boss fight or the raid. But here, people are going to get these AoEs. So in addition to the circle AoEs that people have to move out of, the ads also do little line AoEs. So gotta watch out for all that. Like, I got it now, so I'm moving away from everybody. Yeah. So I think everybody at some point gets the AoE, the circle AoE. So you gotta move around a bunch for that. And then the ads are constantly doing their line AoEs. So it looks a little chaotic, okay? There's a lot happening at once, but if you break it down, it's just that the ads are here, they're doing their line AoEs, everybody alternates on who gets this circle AoE, and then the boss is like zooming in and out to attack the people with the circle AoE. That's essentially, that's all that's happening. Also, you gotta stay in this safe area. Also, if, like what just happened, the AoE popped underneath where I was standing, but I was like, I already got this before. So I wiggle around a bit to make sure it's not me, and yeah, it was just this other person, the black mage. And so they stayed there. So I moved out of the way because I knew they weren't going to move. Okay, immediately after that, the middle of the stage is going to have this AoE. You want to get out of that, because if you don't, then you fall. Okay. That person was standing near the edge, but they must have moved just ever so slightly. Who's that, the main tank? Yeah. They're like there. But they, yeah, got clipped by that, so you fall down. So you gotta be careful. Okay, so big raid wide, we managed to take care of the ads pretty well, you know. We got just 63. I'm assuming if we didn't take care of the ads fast enough, this raid wide would have killed us. That's typically what happens. Okay. Oh, the black mage died. They might have even died because the main tank died. Oh yeah. Yeah, they took one auto and died right after the raid wide. Because they were top DPS. And the other tank didn't have their stance on at the time. It seems like. Okay, wait, no. The other tank did. Okay, so after this tank died, the other tank put their tank stance on. But because of this transition phase, the other tank couldn't grab aggro right away because you can't target the boss. And so after the raid wide happens, everybody takes damage from the raid wide, but then watch, this is the black mage. See, she attacks the black mage real quick because the black mage has top aggro, and just immediately dies because they didn't have enough health after that raid wide. So tricky business, you know, tricky. But now the other tank was able to like grab the boss, but yeah, unfortunate for the black mage. Okay, super chain theory. Okay, we got a lot of balls here. Okay, so the darker blue, like chain looking ones are the ones you're gonna end up at. Okay, and then you gotta see what they're tethered to. And so we got this teal looking one here and a teal looking one here. If you have a hard time noticing those or like finding it, you can look for the blue chain. The blue chain is the one that is connected to the blue donut. Okay, so here I'm turning my camera just to make sure that this is the one I want to go to. This one, I'm just gonna go to this. But this is like they're really long chains here. This cast happens right in the middle, Parthenos one. So depending on where she is facing, you have to dodge the middle. Okay, so dodge out of that and make your way to the donut thing. This can be tricky because I don't have footage of it, but this happened to me once where the main tank ran to the donut really quickly, and then the boss, see how the boss turns to wherever she turns, where she turns, where is the tank? Which tank was it? Okay, AS is the main tank right now. Okay, and then AS moved across like this, and so the boss turns a bit. And so she's pointing this way. Now, why am I taking time to explain this? Because if the tank had moved in this direction really quickly, then the boss could have been facing here, and then this whole line AoE could have been like this, where everybody's standing to wait, and you do have enough time to get out of the way and then go back in, but it can take people off guard. People would be taken off guard. I think that's the phrase. Yeah. Okay, so then here's the circle. So you know what I mean? If this Parthenos thing was going off and it's facing you, you'd have to run out to the side, making sure you don't fall off. But if you get clipped, then you basically get tossed off the stage. But in this situation, that didn't happen, so we were okay to wait here at the donut. Okay, Trinity of Souls, remember, look up at the wings. So we got green over here and a purple on this side. I like going to the back because it's a little easier for me to see the wings stuff. Like, in the front here, I don't know, for some reason it's harder for me to see because there's like a lot of animation and stuff happening. And yeah, there's like a lot of effects. But standing in the back, I'm able to better see just the wings instead of like her like arms and face and all this stuff. So here I can focus on the greens here and then the purples here and then the side. Okay, and then the line, the middle is there. Okay, so I'm standing on this side first, and I move over, and I move back. Oh, I got clipped. So even though I made it across, if you are too far away, there's a chance that you'll get snapshot with the other one. So, and I did. Okay, so it'd be better if you stand closer to that middle line. I also drew this a little askew. Let's see what it is. There. So it's better if you like kind of stand more like here, and then go out, and then go back. But yeah, I think I ended up here. And even though on my screen it looked like I made it, I clearly got hit. So. Okay, so we got a stack marker. Immediately after that, you spread for these AoEs. Tank Buster. Okay, these little crystal thingies, which means it's the ads coming out, but she's also doing super chain. So, here, they are all circle AoEs. So when they go here, and here, and here, it's gonna explode. So it's gonna be a big explosion here, and a big explosion here, and a big explosion here. And then we have the ads coming out. Okay, so so you gotta dodge these ads, and then we got the tether situation. Okay, I was running across all over because I was like, oh man, which one's happening first? So let's break it down. Take it easy. We have all these things coming out. Oh yeah, we also have these chains from her, this thingy where the platforms are gonna break. And so when I saw this, I definitely was like, I gotta get out of there. And I hesitate a little bit, and then I was like, never mind, I'm just gonna sprint. Okay, so I sprint over here just to make sure I'm not over here where the platform's gonna fall. And this circle AoE, they're going off, and then these two platforms have the chains, so these are gonna fall. And I'm running through the AoE, but I really just didn't want to get caught in that. So I run over here. Okay. Like up here would be safe. You know? You just avoid this circle AoE over here. And then these tethered people are on the sides already anyway. And then you can avoid these lines. Okay. So the ads stuff goes off. The circle AoEs went off first, and then the ad stuff went off with the tethers, and then the stage stuff will go off. Okay. And let's watch it one more time. It all happens. Well, we're just watching in real time. My doodles are probably all over the place, but let's just watch it in real time. Okay, we got the circle AoEs, the ads, and then the platform breaking. So, there you go. Where the platform breaking happens last, so that makes you panic. Just know it happens last. Okay, here the Parthenos is the middle cleave thing. So you gotta get out of there. Okay, nice. No one got hit with that in this run, so I don't have footage of people getting blasted off the stage. But I definitely got blasted off the stage before. Okay, that was a raid wide. Paradigma, okay, this is gonna be the ads again. Okay, oh, we got a stack. Okay. Well, anyway. Yeah, at that point, a lot of the mechanics just repeat themselves, and sometimes they're overlapping and things. Cool, we did it. We finished the tier. The normal tier. I thought this outfit was pretty cool, and I wanted to figure out what armor and weapon it was. So I think later, like, I'm trying to check out people's gear, but I didn't catch who it was. Oh, it's the Dark Knight. AS. Oh yeah, and also for the loot here, you can only get one piece at a time right now until they unlock all the loot in the future. So if you're curious, that's why. Yeah, I wanted to check out this person's glam, but I think they left. Or I clicked the wrong person. Yeah, and then I was like, oh, never mind. Anyway, cool. The Savage stuff will come out in a few days. Tomorrow, I think, actually. And so if you watch this whole guide, I hope you realize that it's the normal version and not the Savage version. But yeah, if you're interested in Savage stuff, I say just give it a shot. And if it's too much, then just hang back. It's all good. But the Savage stuff usually builds up on top of the normal raids, so a lot of the things you see in the normal raids will be kind of familiar, but it all happens a bit faster, and you'll wipe a lot more, just because that's the way Savage goes. You have to wipe a lot to learn the fight, to prog the fight, and then once everyone like understands it well, then you get clears and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not sure if this will be my last guide for a while, so just thank you everybody for watching the guides that I make, and have a nice gaming summer, I guess. I don't know how to talk. Okay, goodbye.